That's not why you're here to talk. You're here to talk about the Ocotillo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Artesia Arts Council today.
There you go. Where, you want to start with the art in the park, or where would you like to begin?
I'll go ahead and start with Art in the Park.
Okay.
So first of all, we got approved for JC Park. So it will be held out at JC Park off of 26th Street, not out at Central Park this year.
Okay.
And it will be Friday, October 15th and Saturday, October 16th.
Wait a minute. That's 2 days.
2 days, yeah.
Ah, okay.
And a lot of our vendors are really super excited because that gives them more time to, hey, make a little bit more money.
Sure.
It'll be a great place to go get your Christmas shopping done because why not? We're still going to have the food trucks. In fact, I think we've already had quite a few sign up for that.
Okay.
And apps are definitely out right now, applications for both, for vendors and food trucks. So if you're interested, I want to say it's $125 for the food trucks, and
Okay.
it's $75 for the vendors, but that's for both days. And if you only,
now, where are these online, these apps?
yes, or you can request. We've had several people
Would I
message
go
us on Facebook.
to your webpage or to Facebook page?
Well, we are still working on the construction of our webpage, but it's in the approval stages now. Yes, you can go to our Facebook page.
Okay.
Make sure that you look for the one with the Art in the Park logo.
There's more than one Artesia Arts Council?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that on here, but
Okay.
yeah, there's still one that has not been shut down yet.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, so just give us a shout out on Facebook, or you can call us at 575-746-4212, and we'll get you your applications, and you can fill them out. It also lays out everything about how we're going to do it, and we've got big plans to expand in the future. I know we were talking to one of the arts schools in New Mexico about getting a jazz band to come down and play. I think our local band's really excited to get out there, do the cakewalk, and do their cool band thing.
Okay.
And yeah, so also apparently for some reason, when some of our out-of-town folks have been looking it up, I guess on Google Maps or something, it's been saying that it's out there north of like the country club. It is off of 26th Street.
JC Park?
Yeah.
That's weird, because as long as I've been aware of JC Park in Artesia, New Mexico, it's always been south on 26th Street.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go figure. I don't know what happened, but
Well, get Jessica on that. Didn't she meet with the Google people?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to holler at Jessica
Yeah,
later.
she needs to fix that.
Yep. So the other thing that's really exciting is for the first time in over a year, we actually have an artist of the month for August.
Okay.
And the idea was to kind of go with the theme of red, dirt, black, gold. I'm on the committee for that. So although I didn't show up to a meeting until yesterday, and I was like, woohoo, I'm here.
So what did they put you in charge of?
Nothing yet.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe in your absence, you're responsible for these 3 things. Didn't you know?
Oh, no. I know Elizabeth will put me to work, though. And she and Nancy Dunn and Ashley Mason agreed to help me to start helping with, choosing the artists of the month and stuff. So I now have a committee for that. I'm like, woohoo, it's official.
Yeah.
Now it's not just me being the artist of the month dictator when I get to choose.
So when you say artist of the month, is this that will be on display? That will
Yes.
be okay.
Yes. Okay, so currently we have Justin Lavario.
Okay.
He has these amazing skulls, and everything from a tiny little skunk skull all the way up to like some big old rope and steer skulls that he has dremeled and carved and painted, and he was really excited. I called him and I was like, hey, you want to come bring your stuff up there? And he was excited, and it got me really excited, and I got to nerd out over art for the first time in a long time. That wasn't my art or just making things. And so he also does these really nice spray painted like galaxy paintings.
Okay.
And he will
like
have
the
a
Ford
booth.
Galaxy?
Yeah. Oh man, it's beautiful.
The car,
No,
Does he do the convertible or the sedan or the one that
I don't know. I'd have to ask him because
Harry Mason drove, in the TV
Right.
series?
Yeah.
Oh, the Galaxy, like the up in the space
Yeah.
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I need to find him somebody
Only
over
me
there
would
at
come
Roswell
up with
because they
that.
would love that stuff.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I'm the only one that would do that silly reference, right?
That's all right. Sometimes I make references and people are like, Lindsey, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, ADHD.
So Justin
Lavario. It's Levario.
Okay. So, and this is going to be for the month of August?
Yes, but Elizabeth and I have worked out a thing now that Main Street is in charge of the 510 Gallery. Not a lot of people know about that space. I mean, they kind of do, but, you know, and you can rent the space out and stuff. But it's also a legitimate gallery, and it's beautiful when there's artwork up in there. So I actually moved a portion of our private collection down there, as well as photography by Kelly Magnuson. She's one of our Fletsy people, and Kelly does really beautiful work. So if you guys would ever like to go see it, just give us a call at the Ocotillo, or if you want to give Elizabeth a call, and we can make arrangements to open up the gallery so you can go in and check it out.
So some of Justin's work is there, and
Justin's is not right now. Currently, it's all at the Ocotillo in our lobby. And it's all set up, and I was super excited to be able to do that because I don't know. Apparently, there's something weird about me. I like setting up displays. And but yeah, so he's got all kinds of skulls, and like I said, everything from a tiny little skunk skull all the way up to the big cows. He's got a few doll sheep. He's got a few, and they're really, really neat, like what he does. And I believe his girlfriend helps him with some of those, with some of the paint. He was telling me some of the details about how they got some of the splashes of color on there, and I was just like, this is so cool.
So is he going to be there occasionally throughout the month just to kind of answer questions like that and do stuff like that?
I'm sure we can work something out. For sure, we're going to have an artist reception for him the night before Red Dirt Black Gold, so that is the 27th at 6 p.m. All the info is scrolling on our marquee right now. Well, I guess that really just kind of blinks to the next thing. It doesn't really scroll. But if you guys drive by, you can see all the information about that. And if you want to ask questions about his work, he is definitely really great about answering them. And I would just love to go to his workshop and watch him work. But yeah, we will have an artist reception. We'll have refreshments, and you can come in and check out all his artwork and maybe ask him about a few of his pieces.
And that'll be on the 27th.
7th of August, yes. That's a Friday. And then he will have a booth out at Red Dirt Black Gold, and I think we're going to do another little, like, more public. Not that people can't come to the one on Friday, but we will be doing another one with people actually coming through Red Dirt Black Gold for him, like, at his booth. And, yeah, he'll be selling there. And so, yeah, come by, check out his skulls, check out his galaxy paintings, and I'm sure he would gladly come up there and answer some questions when he can.
Okay. Like where did these skulls come from?
You know, I think you would have to ask him.
Yeah.
I know some of them he finds.
Sure. Yeah. Well, hopefully. Yeah. I don't know. Is there a place? I'm sure there is online, a place you can go online and buy skulls.
Yeah, but I do know, granted, I don't know, I'm sure the laws in Oklahoma are different than they are here, but I know some places you have to have like a specific license to sell things like animal skulls and even taxidermy. Yeah. And I'm not exactly sure why that is, because it's already dead. And it's not like rotting. So
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
We'll have to get Justin on the radio at some point and just talk about it.
Oh no, definitely. I will.
Why did you start painting skulls?
Yes.
And where do you find these skulls?
Oh yes.
Or where do you find the inspiration for what you do with the skulls?
Exactly.
And stuff like that.
It's the mystery of the day. But yeah, and he's been doing that for 7 years.
Wow.
So he's definitely like had a lot of time to like, you know, really refine his craft. And every single one is different. That's what I love about it.
Yeah. Well,
kind of like Kara Boyce's cow skulls. She blings them out. And that's even kind of a cool thing. It's like I've had 2 artists that do skulls, but both are so different. She blings hers out and they're beautiful. I bought one named Reba, so now she calls me fancy, which is hilarious because I am not fancy at all. I mean, look what I'm wearing.
A Roswell Galacticon t-shirt.
Yep, that's going to happen in November. I got this.
I was going to say, that looks like, because I can't remember if that didn't happen at the 4th of July, did it?
No, that was Alien Fest.
Okay.
Matt Bromley's going to kick my butt.
Yeah. But so this one's coming up later this year.
Yeah, it's going to be November, I think 13th and 14th. And the reason I got involved with this is because, as you know, I'm a big Dungeons and Dragons nerd, so I actually got to go run my own one-shot on the 3rd, and we actually had quite a few people play, and I was like, yay, I wasn't a horrible dungeon master. Speaking of which, I have a joke to tell you, but we're going to have to wait because it's a little racy for the radio.
Okay, we're going to turn off the microphones, but those of you watching online, no, I'm just different standards on the internet, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got your artist in residence,
Yep.
which is Justin Lavario.
Yep, and he will be up for 2 months during the
For
month
2
of
months.
August.
Okay.
He'll be in our lobby, and then everything will be transported down to 510, so he has another month to show off his work.
And then you'll have another artist come in September.
Yep, and Elizabeth and I are working on an active partnership where we cycle that out. One, so they have artwork there. We even completely revamped our exhibiting artist agreement to reflect both Artesia Arts Council, and so if she wants to bring in artists down at her gallery, then she can use that application.
Have you picked September's artist yet, or
Not yet, but I
you're
have
working
a
on it?
line. I have a line on a guy that does some very interesting artwork on stone and all kinds of different things, and he's from Carlsbad. I just have to give him a call. He's a friend of one of my husband's coworkers.
Okay, all
So
right. Well,
definitely trying to kind of branch out a little bit.
there you go.
Yeah.
So you got the Art in the Park is in October, but you're taking sign-ups now for food trucks. If anybody wants to be a food vendor, if anybody wants to be a vendor now, with the Art in the Park,
Yes.
are there any restrictions or this we want and this no?
Not yet. We are trying to do more categories just to kind of maybe start balancing things out, maybe starting next year.
Okay.
However, your wares do have to be homemade.
Okay.
I do believe that you have to get a special permit if you're going to do anything food related, unless you're already like a food truck, because they should already have, state stuff. And you cannot only exhibit on Friday, but you can just exhibit on Saturday if you wish. And I
Okay.
believe that's $50 if you just want to do Saturday.
Okay.
Although the food truck price might be a little bit different. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the application. Dang it, Lindsay, I just was not prepared
but
today.
You want the food trucks there for both days?
Yes.
Okay.
Or if they just want to, sir, I believe the standard is the same. If they only want to come out on Saturday,
On
then they
Saturday.
can.
Okay.
And I know that was a really big deal last year when we did Market in the Park. Everybody loved having the food trucks because
Right.
they didn't have to leave to go get food. So
That's right.
we're
That's
really
right.
excited about that.
Well, being out at J.C. Park, there's not a lot of choices for food
At all.
in the immediate J.C. Park area.
Exactly.
People are going to have to drive somewhere, so have some food
Definitely.
trucks out. What part of J.C. Park will the Art in the Park be located? Have you?
I want to, well, actually, Candace and Max Salgado are out there right now, and that's why Candace is not with me. They are mapping it out.
So is it Max saying, "What about here?" and Candace saying, "No, to the left."
Maybe a little bit.
No, to the right. Yeah. And Max
the
is like,
left,
"What
to
about
the
here?
left."
What about here?" Where do you? Okay, well, they're picking
Yeah.
that out right now.
Yeah, and I think right now we're starting further forward and moving our way back, but don't quote me on that. So,
Hasn't been picked yet. Well, the front part of the park, you got lots of trees and places for people to park off the roads, and then you get
Yep.
to the back part of the front, and then there's some trees and some little more open area.
oh, exactly. And then you've also
And then you
got
got the soccer complex, and
Yeah.
so you can't really have it there. But then you go
Nah.
on the other side of the soccer complex, but then there's no trees. And
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to keep it in front of the soccer complex, but there's still, even with as many vendors as we had at Central Park, there's still a lot of room to grow out there. And that's one reason why we did it that way.
Right.
And not to mention, the parking will be decent out there, and we don't have to worry about people being like, "Hey, you parked in front of my driveway."
Well, I think we could arrange for that to happen anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And just say, look, we don't want you to be missing this experience, so we're going to park in your driveway today.
We're going to give them the pettiest of petty experiences. This is what you get for griping about it.
I thought it moved out to J.C. Park. The festival did, but not me. I'm here.
Yeah, but no, and I'm really excited to see how it goes. I know Candace's aim is to maybe really turn it into one of the big festivals to go to instead of just a vendor's event. So maybe have more statewide, like the jazz band. Have come in and maybe do some performance art. Maybe we'll get the comedy troupe together and do some improv. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you never know. It's the first one that's going on. So we covered we talked about the Art in the Park. We talked
Yep.
about the artist in residence. Was there anything else that's coming up that you want to mention?
Oh, well, actually, we may have a new piano teacher coming in. We have Jessica Morgan coming in to play for us tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm really excited to have her on because she will be a lot of fun.
Okay.
And I believe Max we will probably be getting information out about that in the next few weeks or so. And we're structuring it just a little bit differently. But it's not going to affect like how they teach or anything like that. There's just going to be a couple of differences, but we haven't quite hammered all of those out yet. But we are definitely looking at having classes again.
Okay.
And I will not be teaching theater anymore because unfortunately my brain capacity for my current job and then the theater is just not there.
It's not there.
So I mean, hey, if there are any folks out there maybe that would like to teach youth theater, like the younger kids, please give us a holler.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing one of the first things you get to do is tune the piano.
Yes. Actually, yeah, that hasn't been done in a while. We might need to do that.
Well, I mean, when was the last time you had events in there? You know,
it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while.
Which kind of reminds me of the greatest album cover ever by REO Speedwagon. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
I'm glad I got that right away.
And
I could have been like...
And there's a tuna fish on the album cover with a tuning fork in his mouth.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I love puns, though, so there you go.
Yeah. You can tune a piano,
but you can't tune a fish.
Tune a fish. That's right. So one of the greatest album covers ever in the history of album covers.
Now I kind of just want to find it so I can like hang it up on the wall.
I think it's great. Well, Lindsey, is there anything else we need to cover today?
Oh, yes, because I almost forgot. So I do have a list, but this was all AITP.
Oh, okay.
Art in the Park. Sorry, AITP is Art in the Park.
Yeah.
I also wanted to announce, I was really, really excited because one of our participants in the Dave Bonneau, like past Dave Bonneau photography shows, actually brought a piece that got the People's Choice Award in 2019 and donated it to our private collection. So Leandra Delgado, thank you so much for that. And I'm going to do a post about it on Facebook. And it's of this really awesome gorilla named, I believe his name is George. She can tell me if that's wrong or not.
Okay.
Gotta love it when you're 35, but your mind's like off.
So it's a photo of the gorilla? Okay.
Yeah.
A real gorilla?
A real gorilla.
A real gorilla.
And he's kind of like smiling at you. It almost looks like he's flirting with you, but that is maybe just a little like disturbing to think of. But he's got this very like mischievous twinkle in his eye.
So that's going to be,
and I'm so excited,
donated to the permanent collection at the Arts Council. So
and I am definitely actively working on that as well.
Good.
So,
Well, Lindsey, look forward to having you guys coming in every week to talk about this and keep us up to date. So we'll look forward to having you back.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
And this was Lindsey on caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did get a caffeinated one, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. We're going to take a break, open up the